All right, folks, I thought you might enjoy seeing some of the interesting items we get in from time to time. Now, all these items you see right in front of me all have something in common. Can you guess what it is? They are all fake. They are not authentic products. So we get a lot of different products in the shop, and sometimes we have customers that will try to pass off something that is fake. You can see here, this one is supposed to be an iPhone 10. I'll flip it around there, and if you're looking at it real quick, you might not notice. It looks pretty normal. You can see the bezel's not quite right there. But this is supposed to be an iPhone 10. It's just a fake knockoff. They even went so far as to put it in a box that looks like the real box. Here's an older one here, Galaxy S6. I'll show you what that one looks like. Some of these older ones weren't as refined, so they're a little bit easier to spot. But again, a quick glance might seem like the real deal, but if you start looking at it real closely, it is not authentic. These are fake. And folks, just reminder, it is okay to own counterfeit merchandise in the US, but it is not okay to sell counterfeit merchandise. So if you have something that is fake, it is actually illegal to sell that in the United States. Here's another one here. This was supposed to be a Galaxy Note 8. And you can see here, the font is a little bit off there on the back. Typically the bezels aren't quite as neat and refined as they should be, but the overall form factors on these fake ones are oftentimes pretty close. And then we got some other items over here. We get a lot of fake Mont Blanc pens in the shop. A lot of times people don't know they're fake. They got it as a gift maybe from a loved one, and that person maybe didn't even realize they bought it and it was fake. But all these pens have different things that are missing. The most common thing that we see on these fake Mont Blanc pens is they will be missing a serial number. Now that doesn't necessarily mean it's fake, because some of the older ones did not have serial numbers, but a lot of times that's one of the most common things that we see here on these fake Mont Blancs. But overall the quality is not quite right. If we open this one up here, you can see here the tip, just not quite right. A lot of little details that are off. So we get a lot of fake pens in. Here's another one. Unscrew it so you can see what it looks like. So, if you don't have a trained eye and you're looking at these, you might think it's the real deal, but they are all fake. And then sometimes we get fake watches in. This tag wear right here, it's got a lot of details that just aren't right. The overall weight doesn't feel right. A lot of times we'll get these watches in that have maybe some components that are authentic, where they've taken a bezel and some hands and things like that and put them together, but then the movement inside is just a cheap quartz movement. So yeah. And then last, we've got over here a necklace that's supposed to be Tiffany & Company. And they're probably one of the most forged counterfeit types of jewelry out there, just because of the brand, and it's relatively inexpensive to try to fake sterling silver, which is a lot of what they make there. But yeah, we have to be extra diligent in the shop so that when we get counterfeit fake items, we detect them right away, and obviously we can't resell them. We can't pay our customers for them either. Sometimes the customers are surprised, sometimes they are in disbelief, sometimes they get a little bit defensive. So it just depends. But it is illegal in the US to sell counterfeit merchandise. So just wanted you to see some of the items we get in from time to time here. Kind of interesting. But remember, if you get something and it doesn't look right, you want to definitely have it checked out before trying to sell it, because it is illegal to sell counterfeit merchandise in the USA.